Agnes Ndagano, a mother of 3, took time off her schedule to come and interact with experts at this autism camp in Jinja. Her firstborn lives with autism and is now 6 years.
I'm here specifically for speech problem, because my child's speech is not good at all. He can't speak, he can't understand, he cannot manage to understand something. Even if you call him, he can come, but he can't respond that, for example, he cannot bring for you a cup.
For a while, Ndagano and her husband have sought expert care for their child but have not found the right help.
I remember one time he visited the Jinja Main to seek for help. Then they referred him to Nalfenya for some issues. Then those people from Nalfenya, they told him to go to visit Chisenyi, something of that kind. He went. Reaching there, he went to Kampala Ideological Center for check-up. Then they did the checkups. They took the recommendations were the baby's brain was okay. They told us that he could even hear very well. But we didn't know. They didn't give us like any treatment, tablets. They told us that we can visit the speech therapists. But after there, we didn't know where to go.
Because of her child's condition, she left her job as a teacher at St. Bernadette Primary School to give her son a desirable life.
I saw that it is very important to raise up my baby. What I did, I went for another course, soap making, saponification. And I learned how to make my soap. Now I make my soap with a mobile man at home. People come and pick boxes. I'm taking care of my son very well.
Children with autism have delayed speech, find trouble expressing their needs and emotions, tend to stay alone, do things alone, and cannot look people in the eye.
The community thinks about witchcraft, about sacrificing, like that, discriminating.
Available scientific evidence suggests that there are probably many factors that make a child more likely to have autism, including environmental and genetic factors.
They have poor developmental habits, like maybe the toilet habits can be quite not normal to any other child. Yeah, and you also find that they also possess issues of not really feeding well, you know. For example, if a parent will come and complain that my child, I give them food, but they play with it, and you know, they just pour it. Yeah. Then you can also look out at the concentration. Yeah, they always have they also have issues with concentration, so they really can't concentrate on something. Yeah, if you put them maybe in class, they'll be like there for some few minutes and they're like, they want to get out, and it will be an issue. They'll throw tantrums and they will just go out, you know.
They also have a rotative behavior, follow routines, do things repetitively, and love the semblance of most things, and any change agitates them.
With autism, you find that the children will have problems with the development of the brain, whereby they won't achieve particular milestones at age groups we expect them to be achieved.
This medical camp was organized by Vermilion Foundation, to majorly raise awareness, dismantle the walls of ignorance, dispel myths and misconceptions about autism. It is happening in Jinja because, according to Uganda Bureau of Statistics, the eastern region has the highest number of children living with autism at 113,000, and the lowest number is in the northern region at 80,000.
As we create awareness, let's make sure that in the government system, these points where we are referring these mothers, these parents, are really offering the desired services. For example, if I say that this particular parent should be referred to Mulago, and maybe we are referring them for therapy, speech therapy, and I refer them to the speech and language therapy department. Let's make sure that when this patient comes there, they receive the expected therapy they should receive. We are having problems that most of the patients, most of these family people are going into this and they end up seeking private health services, which is not bad, but you know, most people can't afford it because it's quite pricey and it's a life condition. So you can imagine having therapy for 10 years. The charges could be quite alarming. So let's make sure that where we refer these patients, they get the services. Then another thing, we should also continue to engage opinion leaders in the villages, engage community groups. Let's engage our leaders, because these are the ones who are voicing our concerns and the concerns of these children. Yeah. Then we also call upon people who have had experience in managing some of these cases. They can also come up and make recommendations which could be deemed necessary and effective in helping these particular parents. Yeah. And also not forgetting knowing that you cannot treat this condition alone. So make sure that the other stakeholders are also involved to make this diagnosis. And
autism syndrome disorder prevalence is at 70 out of every 10,000 persons. Countrywide, about 388,000 people suffer from autism. Walter Mwesigye, NTV.